Before incarnating into a new body, the human souls meet with one another. The human souls then negotiate agreements to work together to gain the fullest experience possible. If we have the right kind of soul contract, then they will influence us to fulfill our life's purpose. Our life purpose is defined by our contracts. These arrangements allow us to connect with the people we need in our lives and to reach our goals because they enable us to fulfill our purpose. This spiritual connection will make individuals destined to be together feel the greatest pleasure possible. We already know each other through the infinite light beings that we are. You have lived many lives with your human guides, both choosing whether who will walk the human realm and the spiritual realm. There are 3 types of energies in a soul contract. These energies are positive, negative, and neutral. Positive souls come into this reality to assist humankind, along with all that resides within Mother Earth. They may still have to work hard to overcome all the hardships in the beginning of their lives. In the end, they become master healers, teachers, or gurus. Negative souls may come into this reality as narcissists, who lacks in empathy and only caring for themselves. Or they may come in as both positive and negative. Here is where a soul may enter and endure the hardships in early stages of life, then proceed to become hard themselves. This is where their gifts are set on silent until they find it within themselves to release and let go. Then the positive energies will step back in and the awakening alarm is set in motion. We have choices. We can choose to step into either energies. It is here we are given plans to work with these energies chosen. The intensity of this energy depends on how well we have fulfilled our contracts. We also learn with these energies by moving through the will of others, bouncing off one another, always changing through multiple layers of learning. The beautiful souls that came together and signed the contract are now inseparable till the end of the cycle, when another incarnation is written. This contract is made between both our souls, agreeing to walk together in this life path as one, in spirit form and the other in human form. You already know each other through the infinite light beings that you are. It is an absolute connection once our signatures are sealed. In order for this process to work correctly, all souls must follow the universal laws. If souls don't abide by these rules, they won't be able to fulfill their purpose or make a positive contribution in life. When you follow these laws, you can create a life fulfilled with happiness. These are the laws of gravity, breathing, attraction, divine oneness, compensation, polarity, correspondence, inspired action, cause and effect, relativity, gender, perpetual transmutation of energy, and the law of rhythm. Each law supplies you with an effect, and you are the cause. Let go and learn the magic of this physical dimension. We are all connected to one divine source of energy that gives life. As we make our way through the veil, it is time to greet the world of infinite possibilities. We are born into the human world pure, our essence made of love. We have family members watching on as we step into the newly formed human life. I have been told from Spirit that they have the best seat in the house during the birthing period. Family members that chose to go home are now watching this beautiful span of life unfold. They see us as beautiful colors of energy, watching our souls squeeze into new human bodies. As we make our way from the heavens above, flying through the cosmos hand in hand with our spirit guides, coming from the heavens above, we step into our newly forming bodies waiting for our arrival. We come into the state of being with amnesia. We come here to forget who we are just so we can work towards remembering how powerful we actually are. It's part of a greater plan that spans beyond the heavens as we know it. Mother's body is going through a lot during her pregnancy. You are growing and changing. So much happens during the months your mother carries you. Your bodies do amazing things during this journey in creating new life. You're beginning and developing an awareness around you. This is called proprioception. This subconscious sense of body and space helps you to interact with your environment. Your body is developing everything you have placed in your soul's physical contract. All of your senses are developing according to plan. Here is where you have already connected to the subconscious part of who you are. breathing, blinking, hiccuping, so on and so forth. It is all set in motion for the new beginning of you and the personality you have chosen. The length of life is infinite and full of all sorts of possibilities. Here is where we write what we would need to accomplish for our soul's growth. Many times we may not succeed. However, we are eternal and are always granted new life to rewrite. Imagine that everything that could exist from the lowest point of life to the highest is potentially waiting for us to step into. Well, it is so. It is up to us to move up that scale of life and better ourselves, becoming the better version through the steps of remembering, learning, and letting go. The length of life in the newly formed body is pre-written in your soul's contract. Here is one of many examples of a soul that has written in their contracts to experience. This is the spiritual side of a young one going home early, whether through miscarriage or other means of transitioning. If one chooses to pass on hours after birth, a contract with their mother and father has been pre-written together during the coming together process. This is a level of great difficulty through deep emotions from the mother and father's point of life path chosen. Learning to overcome the loss of the little one is so deep that it'll be a tough process of learning the letting go through acceptance and of understanding. There are many reasons as to why the little one has chosen to go home. One reason I am told through my readings is that they have come together with the parents in the heavens and drawn up a plan for their souls to be replenished or recharged. To be reborn into the heavenly realms as the personality they have chosen is a huge growth in all parts. They are received in the heavens by family members that have gone home ahead of time in preparation for their arrival. Again, a written soul contract. They go through a birthing process in the heavenly realms, and all the angelic beings will be there waiting for them. The little ones will go through all the milestones in the heavenly realms as those here on earth. Losing their baby teeth, feeling growing pains, learning to walk and talk. They also develop similar facial features like their smiles, dimples, their hair and eye color, even their height, right down to their personalities. Right from the beginning, those family members that have signed up to raise them in the heavens will always have them by your side, meaning you will sense a knowing of their presence. Whatever it is that you may be doing, you may find yourself coming into a familiar scent, a scent that smells like baby powder or flowers. This is the little one's way of coming to you to say hello, letting you know of their presence. They will continue to come visit you through each passing birthday or a form of ceremony you may perform each year. They will grow within the heavenly realms. They will continue on until the coming together phase of those who are all involved in their soul's contract. We choose our families, friends, pets, teachers, gurus, and most importantly, enemies. Yes, that's right, enemies. Without them, you will not get the full human experiences, as in forgiving and moving on or hanging on to the negative energies that may come from your interactions. Always learning one way or another. We learn so much more with relationships. In choosing our family members, we get to choose the level of difficulty. Whether we experience the pain and suffering under a family member or the love and joy from them, on a soul level, we gain so much more growth from our experiences. Karmic relationships tend to have an urgent energy to them, bringing individuals together to return a favor, repay a debt, work out their differences, or make amends for past misdeeds. When karma is in the mix, relationships can feel uncomfortable or binding, as if there is no escape. However, this relationship is not set in stone. We may have written a few karmic relationships in our contract. This is to help us overcome the karmic energies attached at a deeper level. We may find ourselves going through a series of the same type of partners who carry this energy. Once we learn to love ourselves and put ourselves first, we may walk away forever in this lifespan from such people, thus ending the karmic cycle. Living life to your golden years is a huge accomplishment. However, how your path has been chosen thus far makes a difference in being an elder or becoming old before your time. The choice is always yours. Living your life not growing through the letting go process will be shown in your personality and your aging body. Your aging body will carry all the pain you have gained throughout your lifetime. Carrying the pain body, most will develop sickness either mentally or physically. Physically can be developed as cancer or other forms. This again is set off by the awakening alarm. By this I mean we are reminded that we have the ability to heal ourselves no matter the illness we carry, for the love of self is much stronger than that of the illness. Again, if choosing not to step into this power, we will then choose to move back into the heavenly realms and start the process over. The same may go for mental illness. The infinite possibilities are there on both sides of the coin. Letting go that involves a conscious choice versus a physical action can be extremely challenging and scary. It can be painful as well. Letting go in this sense is releasing all doubt, worry, and fear about a situation, person, or outcome. It's realizing anything that disrupts your happiness and no longer serves you on your journey. Letting go is a choice to decide that you will no longer hold on to things that are out of your control and focus on what you can control instead. It creates space for fresh beginnings. It's an eternal process that must happen for you to truly feel better and get on with life in the healthy way. With that, you have willpower, a blessing beyond blessings. For this is how you take the wheel and drive through how you see fit. Whether good or bad, it's your choice. It turns into an energy of karma and will carry forward into the next phase of life. The will is the center in mind and body around which revolve all the activities that constitute consciousness. It is the avenue through which the I am helps in setting direction of one's life. It is my will to live my life to the fullest. Stepping into this mindset sets the stage for the rest of your life. Change that mindset. Your life changes too. The length of a lifespan is pre-written with all its intricate detailing. All those that have been signed up connecting to your life is introduced in some way or form throughout your life, either as children, adolescents, adults, or in the older stages of life. Here we are. It was pre-written, pre-planned. However, we bounce off each other's will, and thus our directions flow through the winds of change. Change is inevitable. Every soul is given the opportunity to cross over into the heavens. We are met with our loving families waiting for us to return. They are here to help us with our transitioning and to show us the way. Once we have crossed, the veil is lifted and we are once again reunited with the knowledge and understanding that may have eluded us when we were here in human form. We review our lives in a non-judgmental way to see how our soul progressed on its earthly journey. Forgiveness, healing, and compassion are extended to us and by us as we understand the reasons for why we acted the way we did and for the choices we made. Our soul continues to evolve while in heaven. Here is where we start our soul healing journey. Our human emotions are so strong that we carry it across the cosmos. We come into connections with those that have passed on before us and those that we may not have been able to forgive. We walk this journey together until the healing process comes to a place of acceptance. And here is where many, if not all, hang up our karmic energies until the next life is chosen. Many souls stay in the heavenly hospitals until their energies are healed. There is a part of heaven that has hospital domes as far as the eyes can see. These domes are huge and can house up to a few thousand souls at once. In heaven, we learn new skills through levels of learning, such as college or university. We may volunteer for jobs such as energy healers in the hospitals and carry out special assignments, such as standing in as spiritual warriors for a family member needing assistance. We find ourselves looking for deeper meaning to life, working hard to move past on what held us down for many years. Those that have been able to move past will find it within themselves to start their healing journeys. Their healing journeys may be brought through more holistically now in this day and age. Our first mission is to find love within ourselves. When we find love within, it spreads out to your reality. Touching all that is around you, you find that you carry yourself quite differently. Many of us start the searching process. Holistically speaking, is where you will start to find your innate gifts. All of the beautiful gifts that help you come back into remembering how divine you are is also given in a level of degree. We come from the light and go home to the light. Within this realm, remember who we are is so special and rewarding. Many don't realize that we are born psychic, and some are also born as seers. Most who come in at an early age with these gifts may turn them off. This is most often due to fear of the unknown. Many are already conditioned into this reality of pain and suffering. So to have them on and not understand them or have anyone around them to teach and guide them will automatically be turned off. Once an understanding takes place, your gifts will come back, most often not as fast and easy. Inner work is now being asked from your higher self. Inner work that does not come easy. A lot of chaos comes with healing. Through healing, given time, you will soon start to see the magic that has always been all around you. As we make our way back to the light, we are met with our loved ones upon transitioning. The transitioning process is infinitely deeper, however, which involves higher light beings who detach our energetic cord between our body and soul. This is done in split seconds, which means it is not something we think or see during a transitioning process. The human soul that comes to greet us is filled with infinite possibilities. It is usually those that we are highly connected to in this life will be the ones smiling and waiting for us. As both make their way over into the light, there are multiple ways of crossing. We can choose to walk through the heavenly gates with our loved ones. As the gates open, we can hear the sounds of angelic voices sing to your arrival. Or we can cross through a tunnel of light, or maybe taking the heavenly stairways, enjoying our connections with the soul that is accompanying us to our destination. Whatever is chosen, the destination will be waiting for our arrival. We may find ourselves walking through Mother Earth's paths, whether high on a mountain, walking on a sandy beach with water rushing up to our feet, or walking down a path with our spirit animals by our side. Here is where we remember and work our way to reconnecting to her beautiful loving energies, as she helps us process the work of letting go. Once we have worked our way through the healing, our souls are greeted by many of our ancestors. It is often shown to me as though we walk through a football stadium with thousands upon thousands of souls cheering us on. The grandness of just seeing them, hearing the love and support for you is like the support they gave you on your difficult human journey. It is now being celebrated in the heavens. I have a clip I'd like to share with you. This video clip is that of Gabriella Anderson from her 1984 Olympic Marathon finish line inspiration. Watch this clip with these in mind. Imagine you are Gabriella, fighting hard to cross that finish line. The struggles of life just pulling you down, but you have a will to fight and push forward. Imagine all those people on the sidelines in white as your spirit guides, yelling words of encouragement, walking, running beside you. Now imagine the crowd in the stadium screaming, chanting, shouting out love and support as you cross that finish line. I ask that you check in with yourself by the end of that video, just to see how it makes you feel. All right, without further ado, here is the clip. So how are you feeling after watching Gabriella cross that finish line? It kind of represents us at times through life, the hardships, the struggles. But every time we pick ourselves back up, we become stronger. Knowing now that we have thousands upon thousands of ancestors, families, friends, pets, watching our every move, cheering us on, we know now that we never walk alone in this reality. So I do hope that you really enjoyed the video. I look forward to making more in the near future. Hi, Ganhada Medium here. I really do hope that you enjoyed the video. If you want to support my channel, click on that subscribe button and don't forget to hit the notification bell.